I'm Bill Burton, and it's time for us to take a look at the science behind the forecast as I am joined by Wave 3 meteorologist Tawana Andrew. Good morning, Tawana.
Good morning. Right now, we're going to talk about one of what I think is one of the hottest topics on the internet. And literally, this is what everybody's talking about right now for some reason.
It's the absolute hit of the summer, and it has nothing to do with Sabrina Carpenter. We are going to be talking about corn sweat. That's the hit of the summer. Tell us about it.
Yes. So, corn sweat references the amount of moisture that corn crops release into the atmosphere. But corn is not the only plant that sweats. And we're going to put that sweat in quotations. Basically, it's just evapotranspiration. And that is the process of water transferring into the atmosphere through evaporation and transpiration. So we learned about evaporation in elementary school. That
Yeah.
occurs when liquid water becomes a gas or water vapor. And during transpiration, plants absorb water from the soil and then they will release it as water vapor into the atmosphere through their leaves. So
Okay.
every single plant does this.
Hmm.
There's a couple of factors that impact transpiration. First, the type of plant is very important. So is soil type, soil saturation, any recent precipitation, solar radiation or relative humidity, wind, temperature, and even the slope of the land can impact transpiration. So there's a lot of factors to keep in mind. So, certain plants like cacti and other desert species don't really release a lot of water into the atmosphere,
Hmm.
but diving into the numbers,
Yeah.
this is where we're going to get a little bit fun right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the US Geological Survey says that an acre of corn releases about 3,000 to 4,000 gallons of water every day.
That's some sweaty corn.
That's a lot of water. Now, the data shows that there is 91.5 million acres of corn that were planted in the US in 2024.
Okay.
So I'm a nerd. So that means I did the math. And that equates to 274.5 billion to 336 billion gallons of water being released into the air by corn crops every single day across the country.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
I can't either. That's a lot of swimming pools.
Just a few.
Only 3 or 4. Um, so in comparison to the 3 to 4,000 gallons of water being released by corn every day, an oak tree, a large oak tree, transpires about 109 gallons of water every day.
A bit of a difference.
Just a little
Just a
bit,
little.
only just a smidge. Uh, so for transpiration, that will actually decrease as humidity increases. So with the air already incredibly saturated, filled with moisture, it's hard to add more moisture to something that's already filled. So that's why you don't really have that transpiration going on as much on a very humid day. But transpiration will increase as temperatures go up because hotter temperatures open up a plant's stoma. So that's where water vapor is released, while colder temperatures will shut it down. Corn sweat, which is typically an issue during July and August when corn is mature. Once we head into the fall months, as corn and soybeans are being harvested, we get to worry less about corn sweat making us sweat.
I like it. Now we have a significantly better understanding of corn sweat. Who knew? So much water. That's amazing. But we have a great understanding of corn sweat now, thanks to this episode of Science Behind the Forecast with Wave 3 meteorologist Tawana Andrew. Thanks for the knowledge, Tawana.
Of course.